The boy is 34 years old. It's no tragedy. A man has to marry sometimes.
Will the plane go up above the clouds?
Sure, way up above the clouds. Higher than the birds.
Be fun. We're even going to have dinner on the plane. They did say they were going to serve dinner, didn't they?
I don't know. I'll ask them.
Is it going yet?
Gate 45, sir. It's loading now.
No, not that way. Down the corridor.
Flight 214 from Denver, now arriving at gate 22. Mr. Fred Wheating. Mr. Fred Wheating, please come to the courtesy telephone.
I don't know about you. Boston, Philadelphia, Los
It doesn't matter what city. They're all the same.
Escalator.
Like elevator?
Well, almost. Honey, I'm going to check on the dinners. I'll be right back.
All right, come on, honey.
Hey, Mom, I got an idea.
What?
Should I go watch the airplanes?
Oh. Well, if you don't wander away. Wait for us over there by the windows, all right? Now, don't go away and walk.
Flight 142 to San Francisco and Seattle, now loading at gate 34. All aboard, please.
Robbie.
Hey!
Surprise. I don't want your mom to find out.
I didn't think you'd come.
I just found out you were leaving.
Yeah, I don't want to leave. But, Mom, I guess... Gee...
I know, Robbie. We may not see each other for a long time. Well, New York's so far away.
Yeah, 3,000 miles.
Listen, Robbie, if your mother doesn't go to New York, then you won't have to go and we'll be able to see each other again, right?
I guess. But Mom is going, so I have to go too.
Right, Robbie, now listen. If you come away with me now, then your mother won't go to New York. She'd never leave without you. Then we'll be able to see each other again, huh? We'll be able to kid around, right?
All right, let's tell her.
No, well, you see, your mother doesn't like me as much as you do.
Will Mr. Lancer please report to the information desk?
The thing for us to do is to get out of here as quickly as possible without anybody finding out, okay?
All right. You'll tell Mommy?
I promise I'll tell Mommy as soon as we get out of here. But let's go now, okay?
Let's go.
Come.
Robbie? Robbie!
Stop it!
Daddy, they found us!
Wait there! Stop it! Hold it!
Come on now. Break it up.
What was it?
Well, about the most colorful scene of my day. Father's been drunk since the wife died. 5 kids haven't had a bite to eat in days.
What do we do?
Take cover.
Shoot!
Let's get something to eat.
Eat? After seeing 5 starving kids,
I called the probation department. They're sending an investigator over.
Be a law officer. Pension, security, live an exciting life, apprehend criminals.
Unit 2, King 54.
I could use a hamburger.
King 254.
Proceed to International Airport, building number 5. See the special officer. Investigate a possible 207, KMA 367.
King 254, roger. The day's just beginning.
The call was you. Sergeant Anderson, this is Sergeant Who are you? My Collins?
That woman said the car was black. I saw it was blue.
Right over here.
Now, Mr. Collins, we're going to have to know more about
All right, but if anything happens to that boy...
How old's the boy?
He's 8 years old.
Okay. I got a picture of him right here. This is the 3 of us.
I was just standing there looking in the shop upstairs where you board the plane, and Jeff was at the
we were leaving for New
information
York.
booth, and Bobby was just sitting there watching the planes. He was at the window. He was just waiting for us.
Alone?
What?
Alone?
Yes, alone. Well, just for a few minutes. The next thing I knew, there he was walking away with that.
Wisner. Jack Wisner's his name. W-I-S-N-E-R.
Oh, you know the man.
Yeah, much too well. He's Joanne. He's my wife's ex-husband.
Child's father?
Well, you see, Jeff and I have only been married 3 months.
See, I'm trying to adopt the boy.
No, Mr. Collins, it's no crime for a natural parent to take his own child.
We happen to have full custody of the boy.
We?
Well, all right, Joanne does. And with good reason, too. He's an absolute psychotic. He's a wild man.
Oh, he's horrible. When he drinks, he's like an animal. He's vindictive.
Hey, look. See this? But just trying to stop him, huh? Believe me, there's no telling what he could do.
To his own son?
Look, to anyone. Ask Joanne. She took enough of his beatings.
Was that right, Mrs. Collins? Has Mr. Wisner ever hurt the boy, threatened him?
Oh, please, can't you ask questions later? Every minute you're standing here, he's getting farther and farther away.
All right, we'll need his address.
Someplace on Serrano. Wait a minute, I have it here someplace.
And a description, possibly a photograph?
You've got a photograph of him. Full face and profile. At police headquarters.
It won't be long. I just want to pick up a few things, Ron.
Are we gonna call Mom? She won't know where I live. I want to go back.
I mean, it's like a surprise for you. We see the surprise? You wait here, Robbie. I'll be with you in a minute. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Never played in snow, have you? Well, I'm gonna show you some snow right here in California. Bobby? Bobby? We're gonna go up in the mountains right here in California. And you're gonna see snow like you never saw it before. Robbie, I'm gonna bury you in snow. You know that. I'm gonna wash your face in snow. I'm gonna put it in your hair. I'm gonna rub it all over you. It's snow, 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 snow. I'll tell you one thing. You don't have to go to New York to see snow. No, sir.
What about Mom and Daddy Jeff?
Now, you listen to me. Don't call him Daddy. Robbie, no matter where you go or what you do, you've only got one daddy. You're Robert Wisner, my son. And I love you more than anyone or anything in this whole wide world.
Huh?
come sometimes you act so funny?
What do you mean? What do you mean funny?
Like now, so shaky.
I guess I was scared to death that I'd never see you again.
Never?
Well, you know, New York's 1,000,000 miles away.
3,000 miles.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It's 3,000 miles away anyway. Well, you know, it costs a lot of money to go to New York. And, well, you see, there's this job. I'm gonna get this just a good job, and you know, then I'll have money, and I'll be able to buy you things. What's the matter?
Your beard.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. Oh, the surprise. I almost forgot the surprise.
A surprise?
That's right. Who's that?
Me?
That's right. That's you.
That's me?
Uh-huh.
Who threw up?
Who do you think threw that? Me.
Honest?
Honest Injun. Look at that.
That one looks sort of funny.
Yeah, that is. That's
Can
kinda
I
funny.
show Mom and Daddy Jeff?
Sweetheart, I told you he's not your daddy.
You seen him today?
Yeah, a couple of hours ago. He went running out of here like a chicken with his head cut off.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Show us his room, will you?
Yeah.
Taxi!
Open up, Wisner. Police. Not bad at all.
Yeah, it's a good likeness.
Look at the style. I mean, he's pretty gentle. Line, content. Pretty gentle for a psychotic, a madman, an animal.
Okay, Citizen Freud. I suppose your analysis is right. There's only one thing wrong. The guy ain't here.
I know. Now, come on, let's find him. My analysis might be wrong.
How much?
Plenty, $9.50. It's a long haul to Malibu. Gonna do some fishing, Junior?
I don't know.
You can catch all you want over at Malibu Pier. I take my kid there all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Trouble is, she's a girl, a nice girl. And fishing's a man's game, right, Pop?
Right.
Where are we going?
Oh, this one's full. I saw another motel down the highway. Let's go. Come on.
Are the police still after us?
Bobby, you're my son. You belong to me. Doesn't that make sense?
I guess.
All right, come on.
My charming ex-husband, the pride of Skid Row.
Oh, here's the whole package on Wisner. Vagrancy, 2 years. Common drunk last July.
I bailed him out on that one.
Last month, convicted under Section 25601, Alcoholic Beverages Act.
What is that?
Keeping a disorderly house.
Oh, no.
$500 fine, 1 year probation.
Is that why he lost his job?
But that's
Honey,
horrible.
you know
I
what
didn't
he's
think
like
he
when
did-
he's on the bottle.
Oh,
He's
I
capable
know,
of anything.
I know, but anything like
A
that.
man will kidnap his own child.
Kidnap is the wrong word, Mr. Collins.
The court gave Robbie to me, and he took him away by force.
Well, he'll face a contempt charge for violating the custody order, possibly violation of probation.
And that's all.
Well, what do you want, Mrs. Collins? Retribution or your son?
Now, look, he's a dangerous man. He'll do anything to keep us from taking Robert to New York. He's told us that.
Does your ex-husband have any close friends or relatives, anyone he might go to for money or help?
No. No, he's always been very much of a loner, even while we were married.
Occupation, bartender. Well, bartenders usually make friends easily enough.
Not bartenders who drink, Sergeant. No, they're always very anxious to close up the bars so that they can make a few toasts. To the bill collector, the landlord, and the nagging wife, who usually just stays home wondering if he's chinning himself on a curbstone someplace.
Joanne, that's enough, huh?
Sergeant, Robbie belongs with me, and you'd better find him before the charge is murder.
From International Airport at approximately 4 p.m. today. The victim is 8-year-old Robert Wisner. The boy's abductor has been identified as his father, Jack Wisner, shown here in a police photograph. Wisner, who only recently lost a bitter custody battle to his ex-wife, is an unemployed bartender, has a police record, and a history of alcoholism. We'll have more on our 11 o'clock newscast. The weather picture for Los Angeles and vicinity, partly cloudy in the early morning hours, clearing by late afternoon.
Dan, where's Nick?
I'm at the county hospital following up on those abandoned kids.
Just came in a few minutes ago. You better check it out.
Wisner.
Could be a crank, could be the real thing. Wants to sell his kid for $5,000.
So why'd he call us?
Ask him.
Oh. You touch that pie and I'll have your badge.
Bobby?
Got us some sandwiches. Peanut butter and jelly. It's your favorite, isn't it? Huh? Mine too. Hey, listen. Did you ever try to whistle with your mouth full of peanut butter? It's an impossibility. It can't be done. Listen. Why don't you try to take a bite of the sandwich and see if you can whistle?
I'm not hungry. Was that a real police picture on TV?
Yes, it was, Robbie. It's pretty awful, wasn't it?
Mom said some pretty bad things about you.
Well, Robbie, I did some pretty bad things, but I was punished.
Am I getting punished too?
No, son.
Then why can't I go home?
Bobby, I promised you that you could go home, boy, didn't I? Bobby, come here, will you, please? Bobby, I know what's been said about me. But you see, Robbie, will you come sit here, please? Come on. we see each other every other Sunday for a couple of hours. Go to a movie or take a couple rides on the Ferris wheel or have a soda. And that's it. Robbie, that's all we know about each other. I'm your old man, and you don't know anything about me except what your mother told you. Robbie, you're my son. And I want you to respect me. Do you know what that means, respect? Well, when you think that something is worthwhile, when you like what it stands for, that means you respect it. You see, and I want you to think that I'm worthwhile.
What am I supposed to do, Dad?
What am I supposed to do, son?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You tell me, tell me what I can do to show you how much I love you.
Take me home.
Sure. We've got all kinds of leads.
You take this?
Whenever there's a kid involved, everybody starts playing cop. Yeah, I'll let you know.
This call in the Wisner case, did you take it?
Another crack?
22 miles each way, almost 2 hours, at the taxpayer's expense.
All right. Who was he?
He was a woman.
A woman?
Yeah, a baritone woman. She just sits at home all day, by herself, and she plays tricks on policemen.
Should have dragged her down here.
She's an invalid. She's bedridden. She's also a little balmy. What can you do?
Yeah, it figures a case like this is made to order for cranks. Ever since the news broke, we've been getting calls. Here, look at this. Wisner's been seen at Culver City, Malibu, Palm Springs, Perth Amboy, New Jersey, all the same night.
And any one of them could be on the level.
Here's a guy says he saw Wisner and a kid at a bowling alley on Adams Boulevard.
Adams Boulevard?
Relax, Roebuck's checking it out. There's another one claims he saw him rooting for the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine.
There's no game tonight.
Here's a cab driver says he drove him out to Malibu. A professional patriot has proof that Wisner is a communist spy. Here, you split these up with Nick. Check them out.
Right now?
Check them out.
Oh, by the way, how was that pie?
Lousy. Next time, order the boysenberry.
I found these. Here, you take a couple of them and help me get some sleep.
Oh, Jeff, I don't want to sleep.
Honey, listen, there's nothing we can do. You just have to wait and see.
Wait. I have to wait one more minute. I swear I'll do...
Hello?
Collins? Let me speak to Joanne.
Wisner, where are you?
Never mind. Let me speak to your wife.
How's Robbie? Is he all right?
Let me talk to him, please.
Hey, look, Wisner, I don't know what you want. If it's money or anything, you just name it. Anything you want, you understand? You just don't hurt the boy.
Collins, you put Joanne on or I'm hanging up, I swear it.
No, wait.
Robbie? Well, he's all right, isn't he? You haven't...
Of course he's all right. Joanne, if you want me to bring Robbie back to you...
All right, tell me. I'll do anything you ask.
Good. First, you drop all charges against me.
All right, you have my word.
Next, you meet me at Malibu Pier tomorrow morning at 6:30 alone. No Collins, no cops, alone.
Tomorrow morning? Well, why tomorrow morning? I can be there tonight.
Just this once, Mrs. Collins. Just this once, you do things on my terms. Tomorrow morning, Malibu Pier, alone.
You must be out of your mind. I'm not going to let you go meet that madman.
Oh, Jeff, we have to do it his way. he sees you out
Honey,
there...
listen, he'll give Robbie to me, believe me. If he doesn't, I'll call the police.
Dad? Can I have that peanut butter sandwich now? I want to try to whistle.
Sergeant Anderson, please.
Anybody call a cop at this hour should be arrested.
You did last night.
Oh, yeah, about the guy and the kid. Took you long enough time to get around to it.
Well, we had a few other calls to make, and they all turned out to be as phony as yours.
Phony?
Now, you know how many man-hours we waste on these false alarms? Cute little citizens who like to play games with the police?
Now, wait a minute,
And they're just the jokers who yell the loudest when they need a cop and we're not around.
How you like that? I try to be helpful, and he chews me out.
Helpful. Now, you told us the Driftwood Motel, did you?
Yeah.
There hasn't been a father and son in that motel in months.
This guy, what's his name? This kidnapper,
Wisner.
Wisner. Well, this guy Wisner, I saw his picture in TV. I saw his picture in the newspaper. He looks just like the guy I took there.
Where'd you pick him up?
Here, I don't know. Wait, I'll look at my board here.
Anywhere near Serrano Street?
Yeah, Willis Drive. That's 1 block east of Serrano. Here, look.
Now, the kid, he had a white T-shirt and white tennis shoes.
No, he was all dressed up, nice clothes.
He had fiery red hair, 2 teeth missing in front.
He was a blonde. Gee, I'm sorry, Sarge.
Now, tell me, are there any other motels near the Driftwood?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Thanks. More citizens like you, our job would be easy.
Does they have fishing places like this in New York?
Sergeant
Glad
Anderson?
you're here. I might need your help.
The Wisner case, isn't it?
That's right. Manager says they left here about 20 minutes ago. Probably went for breakfast.
It's still pretty early. There's only a couple places open, the coffee shop at the drugstore and the cafe on the pier.
All right, let's take a look.
We'll ride with you. Follow us, Benji.
Hey, Dad, look at that one dive.
Robbie, here comes your mom. Collins, where's Joanne?
Hi, Daddy, Jeff.
Hi, Robbie.
You wait here, Robbie. Collins, I said, where's Joanne?
She's home, waiting for her son.
Are you all right, Robbie?
Sure, I'm fine.
All right, come on, let's go home.
You stay there.
The boy's not going back with you, Collins. I told Joanne to come.
The way you've been acting, I'm not going to let her come out here.
Well, you go back and you tell her the boy's staying here with me.
Look, Jack, we're not going to file any charges. We're willing to forget the whole thing if you just let the boy come home.
Not with you, Collins.
All right, then I'm going to take him.
You always had your way, didn't you, Collins? Well, not this time.
You get out of the way.
get rid of that gun. It won't do you any good.
You get rid of yours.
Come on, Robbie, move out of here.
I mean it, get rid of it or I'm going to use this thing.
That maniac, he tried to kill me.
Get this man to a doctor.
I can pick him up in here without hitting the boy.
Maybe. Now look, do what he tells you. Put your guns down. I want to try something. Prisoner, I'm coming up. I want to talk to you.
You can talk to me from there.
Now look, no gun.
That's far enough.
Now put that gun away. What do you want to do? Give your son a murderer for a father?
You got any children?
No.
Then you wouldn't understand.
I'm coming up. Now look, I'm unarmed. And I'm not going to jump you. So I want you to control yourself and try to understand this. You have the gun. I don't. I just want to talk to you. Now take it easy. Now take it easy, fella. Murder's very expensive. Now you just take it easy. Take it easy. All I want to do is talk to you. None of us is going to make any sudden move. That's the rule of the game. We're just going to squat right here. We're going to have a little truce. And you're going to learn a few things. Mr. Wisner, you see those officers out there? They have orders to take you. Why don't you have Robbie stand over there? He can't be interested in all this. After all I want to do is talk over a little business with him.
Anderson, you need any help?
Those officers are going to stop you, Mr. Wisner, one way or the other. But they don't want to have to hurt you. And they certainly don't want to hurt your boy. So they're not going to start anything. They're just going to stay right there until you get cold or hungry enough to come down. And when you get cold and hungry, your boy will too. Now that's pretty cruel, isn't it? You love him, don't you? Mr. Wisner, when we went to your apartment looking for you, we saw those drawings of Robbie. They were drawings of a happy, carefree kid. But the child I see here is terrified and confused. He sees his father as a man wanted by the cops, guns drawn on every side. Now, that's a pretty rotten picture for a son to have of his father. Now, look, Mr. Wisner, if you have some sort of good beef, for Robbie's sake, why don't you try to solve it without hurting him? Come down and take it to court. You have no place else to go. No place. Wait a second.
Mr. Wisner? John Egan. I'm your attorney. You look like a head waiter. I was at a dinner party when the Bar Association called. You rent that? No. Does it fit that badly?
Can I afford you?
No, we'll worry about that later.
Just a second. Mr. Egan, I'm worried about that
Well,
now.
don't worry me.
I am worried. I have no money.
Now, look, this is a voluntary service. You requested an attorney. My name was first in the bar list. Now, do you know the charge?
Yes, I do. Assault with intent to commit murder.
It's a big charge, a felony.
And, of course, there is no bail.
I tried, but no dice. You violated your probation.
Ah, yes, my probation. Well, in passing, I'd like to add, Mr. Egan, that was a bum rap.
Is there any other kind?
You want to hear or you want to make jokes?
All right. No jokes.
Well, I was tending bar on 8th Street, and this lady was sitting there minding her own business, and this guy comes in, and she asks me to introduce them.
And naturally, she was working the place, and the guy was from the Vice Squad.
No. No. They picked her up later, and she said that she met him through me. But then you don't believe me, do you?
Well, what's done is done. Let's talk about your problem.
You better get back to your dinner party or you'll miss dessert.
Okay, Mr. Wisner. I'll arrange for another attorney.
Hey, why don't you send that smart cop who got me into all this? You know, if it hadn't
What
been
cop
for...
are you talking about?
Didn't they brief you, Mr. Egan?
Look, I was having dinner. All I know is felonious assault, Mr. Wisner.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. You see, there's this boy named Robbie.
Who's Robbie?
Robbie is my son. And every time I turn around, they try to take him away from me. There's my lovely ex-wife, and this white-haired judge, and my kindly neighborhood policeman. And a gentleman named Collins who's trying to take my boy away from me. Who the devil does he think he is?
Well, it's too late for dessert. Let's talk, Mr. Wisner.
Dr. Care, calling Dr. Care. Please call the 3rd floor. Dr. Marar, Dr. Marar, calling Dr. Marar. Please call your office.
Hi. Feeling better?
Well, a lot better than I look, I suppose.
Oh, you still look pretty good to me.
How's Robbie taking it?
Oh, well, he's still a little upset. That's natural. I don't know. I think kids bounce back a lot quicker than we do.
I hope so.
Come on. He's anxious to have his daddy Jeff back home again.
Okay.
Let me help you.
Pardon me. Mr. Collins?
Yes, that's right.
I'm John Egan, Jack Wisner's attorney.
Oh, well, this is Mrs. Collins, Mr. Egan.
Miss Collins?
How do you do, Mr. Egan? I'm just taking my husband home. He's had a very bad time of it.
So I've heard. Perhaps we can talk at a more convenient time.
Yes, I think
let's talk now and get it over with.
All right?
Well, honey, I really don't think you ought
No, it's
to.
all right, honey. I'm sure Mr. Egan didn't come here to wrestle with me anyway.
Yes, I...
And if he says anything I don't like, I'll just scream for a painkiller, that's all. Sit down, Mr.
Thank
Honey,
you.
I really don't want to talk about it.
Please, come on, sit down.
Dr. Care, calling Dr. Care. Please call the 3rd floor.
Mr. Collins, I'm afraid I'm the one who's asking for the painkiller. I'd like you to drop the charges against Jack Wisner.
Just like that. I mean, he steals my son, almost murders my husband, and you are asking us to
Well, he's
stop
already
pressing charges
violated his
against...
probation, Mrs.
Oh.
Collins. He can be sentenced to a year in jail for that. If he's convicted of this felony, his sentence will be considerably longer.
Well, maybe that's what he needs, a little time to regain his perspective.
Does Robbie feel that way?
My son happens to love my husband very much, a lot more than he loves his father.
Well, that boy happens to be Jack Wisner's whole life, his only claim to any sort of future.
There was a time when I would have done anything to help Jack. He was my husband, and I was proud of it. Do you know that he had a great future ahead of him, and he threw the whole thing away, just threw it away. Now he blames the whole world for his failures. Well, I'm
His failure, Mrs. Collins, as a husband, was that his fault alone?
Now, wait a minute.
Let's go.
No, wait, honey, wait. That's none of your concern, Mr. Egan.
Mr. Wisner
All
happens
right,
to
all
be-
right. You believe whatever you like, but I did my best to save that marriage. When I filed for a divorce, the judge referred us to a conciliation court. Well, I was willing to try, but Jack was off on a bender someplace. He had to be subpoenaed before he'd even cooperate.
But you did meet with a marriage counselor.
Oh, yes, with a very kind, understanding man named Keith Sawyer, who was recommended by a very kind, understanding judge, Judge Lawrence Paul.
Yes, they both have excellent reputations.
Yes, and the whole thing was absolutely futile.
Forgive me, Mrs. Collins. I don't mean to embarrass you, but what went wrong?
We'll try this for openers. Married very young, both in college. Jack studying to be an architect. Revolutionary ideas. Rebuild the world. He's drafted, sent to Corrió, and he just can't accept it. The army, the war, the senseless, useless destruction.
Nobody liked it very much.
I know, but Jack is sensitive. Just too sensitive. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a convenient excuse to sidestep his responsibilities. All I know is when he came back, it had changed him. He refused to go back to college. He gave up architecture completely. Why build buildings, he used to say. I'll design rubble instead. Design ruins. Build ruins, not cities. That's the way it ends up anyway.
Sounds like he needs help,
Oh,
not
yes,
punishment.
but I want you to know he did start out to build a ruin. Named Jack Wisner. He couldn't find a job, couldn't keep the one he had. I was just a reminder of what he might have been, and his son was an inconvenience, an excuse that cried in the middle of the night. Now, you let him turn his world into ruins if that's what he wants. But not Robbie's, not Jeff's, not mine.
Mrs. Collins.
Mr. Egan, you tell your client that my wife and I are going to testify against him. He's better off in jail. I can only hurt him so.
You know, these things are never settled to everyone's satisfaction. Never. Both parties have to compromise to make a marriage work. Oh, I know. That sounds like a cliche, a platitude, a cornball attitude. Well, now, let's face it, I'm a cornball marriage counselor.
Come on, Mr. Sawyer. I don't believe that.
Well, apparently, Jack Wisner's complaint was that Joanne, his wife, demanded too much, and that's his phrase. I quote, "My wife is always demanding too much, always insisting that I be somebody," unquote.
Being himself wasn't enough.
Well, apparently not. The more she demanded, the more he drank. He lost a job here, 2, 3, 6 jobs he lost in 3 months.
How old was the child?
Well, 4 years old. See, Mr. Egan, in about 40% of these cases, we can be of some help. And the rest of the time, everybody loses, especially the children.
Yeah, come in. Well, Dr. Watson, what'd you learn?
Yeah, well, according to Nick Anderson, Wisner was picked up March 17th on that vice charge. He was convicted and fined $500.
Mitchell, I know all that.
The woman involved was booked as Monica Lee.
Now we are getting somewhere.
Also known as Monique LeGrand. Also known as Mary Ann Lester. Esther Ramadink. Susie Dick.
All right, Mitch.
Age, 29. A Caucasian female, a known professional.
Oh, well, Wisner claims she wasn't known to him.
Do you believe him?
Well, I'd like to be sure. Do you have the lady's address?
327 North Hauser.
Well, I tell you what you do.
139 North
Mitch.
Formosa. 610 and a
Start
half
with the
out
last
the
one.
drive. 604.
Start with the last one, Mitchell.
Yeah, that's probably... Me?
You.
Oh, come on.
Mitchell, you're just the man for the job. Look at you. Handsome.
debonair, irresistible to women. Come on, boy.
Yeah, agreed. I grant you that. However...
Tell you what you do. You find her. Talk to her. Find out where Wisner fits in her life. Why did she pull the plug on him? In other words, was it or was it not a bum rap?
Well, how am I going to do that?
You're a big boy now. Think of something.
Look, hey, no, wait a minute. John, listen.
Oh, babe, Sangaree. Oh, baby, Sangaree. Oh, babe, Sangaree. Oh, baby, Sangaree. Swinging along, Sangaree. Can't go wrong, Sangaree. Slapping on the bass, Sangaree. Listen to my song.
I'm looking for Monica Lee.
Come on, baby, dance with me.
Is it folk music?
I won't hurt.
Her landlady says she spends some time in here. I thought she might...
Oh.
Monica Lee.
Everybody's looking for Monica Lee.
Well, let's sit down and talk about it. All right. So you don't know Monica Lee. Well, how about Monique Legrand? Or Marianne Lester? Or...
What is it, a Girl Scout troop?
Do you know them?
They're dead, Mother. Hey, come on, baby. Buy me a drink.
All righty. Bartender.
Champagne.
Bourbon. For me, too, with water.
Your collar is too clean.
I'm an attorney. No tricks, no traps. I just need some information.
Whoa.
Oh, babe, Sangaree.
Oh, man, that was coffee. I'll see you, Johnny. Your collar clean.
Thanks, Monica. Those police photos don't do you justice.
Okay. What else?
Bartender? Champagne.
Bourbon.
Monica, I need your help. Jack Wisner's in trouble again.
Who's Jack Winter?
Jack Wisner, the bartender at that place on 8th Street. He was picked up...
Oh, yeah, him.
Jack claims he was convicted on false testimony, that he never saw you before that night.
So, what do you want from me?
The truth? Were you and Wisner working together?
Look, a guy wanted to meet me, so he introduced us. Later on, the guy got religion and he called the cops. They wanted to know who made the contact, so I told them.
Then Wisner didn't know you were...
So he got his head in front of the basketball. Tough.
Look, Monica, Jack's facing a felony charge. Now, if you can help us disprove that vice conviction...
Are you kidding? I got off easy the first time. I'm not going back for seconds.
The man is in serious trouble that involves his 8-year-old son.
You see that guitar player over there? Well, you buy him a drink and he'll play you hearts and flowers. You quit looking for the heart of gold, Junior. You're digging in the wrong mine.
Hello?
Hi, John, it's Mitch. I found the girl.
There, I told you you could do it. Did she tell you anything?
Now, Wisner was telling the truth. He got a raw deal. But she won't do anything to help us.
Well, we can always drag her into court with a subpoena.
Yeah, if we can find her when we need her.
That's your job, Dr. Watson. It's time you put your hobby to work.
What hobby?
Girl watching.
And Mitch. Yeah.
Don't let her get away.
Look, John.
bars in here.
I thought jails always have bars.
Well, I guess they do, honey, but there aren't any bars in this room.
Then where are they?
In another part of the jail.
Is Daddy behind bars?
Well, he's coming down to see us. Honey, why don't you wait out here in the waiting room? I'll call you when Daddy comes out. How are you, Jack?
Where'd you come here to gloat?
I brought Robbie with me. He's
You
waiting.
what?
He's waiting outside. If you want to see him, I'll bring him in.
I want to see you. Boy, you don't miss a trick, do you? Just couldn't wait to show that boy his father in jail, could you? If I want to see him. Just a second. Just listen to the logic. If I say yes, I want to see him, then my boy gets to see his daddy, the jailbird. And if I say no, then you'll be sure to tell him that I turned him away.
Oh, why don't you just forget it? Believe me, I am trying to do the right thing.
Oh, I know that, Joanne. You always do the right thing. I'm the one who's wrong. I'm the bum, the drunk, the nobody.
Well, you weren't always a bum. A drunk, a nobody. Jack Wisner, the young hope of architecture. I can even remember when we used to love each other very much. What happened to those dreams?
I guess you just wanted to get rich quick, Joanne.
I did not.
Yes, you did, and you know it.
When you came back from the army, you were a stranger.
I was no stranger. You wanted something from me
You ran away from me. You ran away and hid in a bottle.
Listen, Joanne, don't bring that up. I'm tired.
Why not bring it up? All I wanted was the man I married, and all I got was an emotional, alcoholic, unrealistic, unreasonable child.
Will you stop preaching at me?
You didn't listen to me then, and you're not
I'm
listening
listening
now.
to you all I hear is blah, 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 blah.
Shut up. I brought you because Robbie asked to see you. If he sees you the way I see you, he'll never forgive me for it. Never.
Congratulations, Jerry.
For what?
Well, I heard you just won another case.
Yeah. Hooray for the DA's office. You know, we just sent a 21-year-old kid to prison. Driving while drunk. First time he'd ever tasted the stuff.
First time? No leniency?
Well, he killed 2 pedestrians. First time for them, too. Well, what's on your mind, Irish?
Oh, you're in no mood for it, Jerry. I'll talk to you later.
No. I'm leaving early. My kid's in the school plays at Talking Chipmunk.
Hey, Jerry, Do you ever discuss your cases with your kids?
All right, get to the point.
Do me a favor, Jerry. You ask your kids about the Wisner case.
Oh, I might have known.
Now, ask them if they think a father should be prosecuted for loving his son.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Don't schmaltz up the facts. He drew a gun on the cops, beat up a citizen. He would have killed him.
That citizen was demanding that he surrender his son.
Wisner had no legal right to that kid. He violated a court order. He broke the law. He endangered the lives of police officers, citizens, even the boy himself.
Supposing he isn't there, Jerry.
Who?
Your son, the chipmunk. Suppose your wife has decided to take him away to New York.
What for?
She's leaving you. She wants to marry a fella named Collins. She wants him to raise your son.
Oh. I'd take her to court.
Just the way Wisner did, huh? But the court says the child is better off with his mother.
I'd file an appeal. There's always legal recourse.
Yeah, if you can afford it, but it takes time, it takes money, and it takes patience. Now, if you're Jack Wisner, you've got none of these things. You've got no job, you've got no money, you're on probation, and you have been forbidden by law to leave the state.
I still wouldn't go after the boy with the gun.
What would you do?
Anything possible, anything, but within the law.
Ah. But the law is your enemy. It has taken your son away and forbidden you to go after him.
Look, I don't have to agree with the laws, but I do have to obey them. If I don't, for whatever reason, I become a threat to the community.
Oh, Jerry, a father's love for his son, is that a threat to a community?
Oh, there you go with the schmaltz again. When that love or any other emotion drives
to protect the sanctity of the law, we should abolish love or any other emotion, huh?
Well, believe me, that would make my job a whole lot easier. However, emotions persist. Laws get broken and the district attorney prosecutes. Schmaltz
or no schmaltz.
That's right. So, I'll see you and Mr. Wisner in court. You do good work.
Jerry? Give my love to the chipmunk, huh?
I will.
Mr. Miller, do you have any further testimony to present?
No, Your Honor. The people rest.
The devil is Mitch.
Mr. Egan?
Your Honor, before presenting testimony on behalf of my client, the defense would like to make an opening statement.
As you wish.
Thank you. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I intend to prove that there are factors in this case which dramatize and emphasize the limitations of the law. And where the law is limited, I contend justice cannot be served. Now, my client, Mr. Wisner, is accused of assault with intent to commit murder. The main question, of course, concerns his guilt. But there are other questions implicit here. If Mr. Wisner is guilty, is he alone in his guilt? Or does he share it with his accusers? Is Mr. Jack Wisner a victim as well as an assailant? And how many others have been victimized with him? If Mr. Wisner is convicted, will he be the only one facing sentence? Now, I intend to raise these questions and to answer them in this courtroom. I intend to prove that Jack Wisner's alleged crime was secondary to the pressures which created it. I intend to prove that justice, if it is to prevail in this trial, must come from a law that does not exist in our statutes. It must come from a higher law, a law that exists only in the human conscience. Your Honor, the defense calls Keith Sawyer.
Mr. Keith Sawyer, please take the stand. Rise, please. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in the case now pending before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name, please.
Keith Sawyer.
Mr. Sawyer, who employs you?
I work for the state of California.
In what capacity, sir?
A marriage counselor for the conciliation courts.
Mm-hmm. Please describe your duties.
Well, when a divorce action is filed with the Court of Domestic Relations, the judge sometimes refers the couple to me for counseling in the hope that a Final action might be delayed or ultimately avoided.
Mm-hmm. And if the husband or the wife refuses to accept this advice, what then?
Well, either one or both of the parties could be subpoenaed. You see, in the state of California, we have certain procedures designed to prevent unnecessary divorces, especially where children are concerned.
Mr. Sawyer, are you familiar with my client, Jack Wisner?
Oh, yes, indeed. Mrs. Wisner filed for a divorce a couple of years ago, and their case was referred to me by the court. I met with Mr. Wisner and Mrs. Wisner on 7 or 8 occasions.
Did Jack Wisner want that divorce?
No, not at all. He offered to make any effort to keep his family together.
And Mrs. Wisner?
As I recall, she was rather emotional about it. She felt that the marriage was dead, finished. And she was anxious to see it end as quickly as possible so that she could marry Mr. Collins.
Did they reach any agreement at all?
Yes. I persuaded them to let their marriage run for another 90 days. They agreed that Mr. Wisner would give up drinking and Mrs. Wisner would give up seeing Mr. Collins. And they signed a contract to that effect. And it was approved by the conciliation court.
Now, this agreement, this contract, was it upheld by both parties?
No. It was broken by Mrs. Wisner.
A legal, bona fide contract approved by the court. What were the results of this violation, Mr. Sawyer?
Their marriage ended with a thud. Mrs. Wisner was fined for contempt of court.
Fined for contempt of court?
So she paid the fine and filed for a divorce.
Thank you, sir. No more questions. Mr. Miller, your witness.
Thank you, Counselor. Mr. Sawyer, you stated that Mr. Wisner's wife was very eager to obtain a divorce. Would you mind telling us why, sir?
Well, she had lost faith in her husband. She claimed that she didn't love him anymore.
All right, what caused her to lose faith in him?
Well, he'd been drinking a lot, losing one job after another.
And had he been abusive to her?
Well, from what Mrs. Wisner told me, yes. He had abused her, beaten her on a couple of occasions when he was drunk.
And did you believe that she was telling you the truth?
Yes, I asked Mr. Wisner about it. He said that it was true.
That's all, Mr. Sawyer. Thank you.
Well, they knocked us out of the box on that one. Your Honor, the defense calls Mrs. Jeffrey Collins.
Mrs. Jeffrey Collins, please take the stand.
Mrs. Collins, you were known at one time as Mrs. Jack Wisner, the wife of my client. Is that correct?
Yes, I was.
He is the father of your son.
Yes. But I have legal custody.
Has Mr. Wisner ever challenged your custody rights?
Certainly has. My husband's business makes it necessary for us to move to New York. Naturally, we're taking Robbie with us. When we told Mr. Wisner, he objected and threatened to take us to court.
Did he carry out that threat?
No.
Why not?
He got into some trouble with the law. He was convicted and put on probation. He told me he was afraid the conviction would work against him, so he dropped the court action.
You say you knew your ex-husband was on probation. Did you also know he was forbidden by law to leave the state?
Yes, I knew.
You knew, yet you went ahead with your plans to take your son, his son, out of California?
What else could I do? My husband's business made it necessary.
Did you offer to make any arrangements for Mr. Wisner to visit his son?
No.
Why not? He does have visitation rights, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Mrs.
Yes,
Collins?
of course he does.
But you deliberately
Robbie,
exploited his disability. Obviously, the courts don't agree.
I don't care. Robbie is more important
More
to me
important than what, Mrs. Collins? The courts? The law?
I didn't say that.
You don't have to say it, Mrs. Collins. You've been held in contempt of court, haven't you?
Objection, Your Honor.
I assure you, Your Honor, this line of questioning is both relevant and necessary.
I hope so, Mr. Egan. Objection overruled.
Now, I'll repeat the question, Mrs. Collins. Have you ever been held in contempt of court?
Yes, once. Mr. Sawyer told you about it.
Well, I'd like to hear your version.
Mr. Sawyer convinced us to sign that contract, that agreement.
What were the terms of that contract, that agreement?
Jack was supposed to stop drinking. I was supposed to stop seeing Jeff Collins for 90 days.
And you violated that contract.
I guess I should have waited. I guess I should have waited for the 91st day, but I didn't.
You went to see Mr. Collins.
I loved him. I still love him. He's been the best thing in the world for both Robbie and me. I was held in contempt because I refused to be dishonest, because I refused to live out a lie, even for a few more days. I can't turn my love on and off like a light switch, not even for a court of law.
You can't turn your love on and off like a light switch. Could you expect Jack Wisner to do what you couldn't do?
No.
No. He loved his son, Mrs. Collins. He still loves him. And he can't turn that love on and off like a light switch. Not for you, not for Mr. Collins, not even for a court of law.
Your Honor, this is sentimental drivel. Jack Wisner deliberately and willfully broke the law. Now, no amount of purple rhetoric and corny organ music can eradicate that simple fact. He broke the law. He must be punished.
Punished for what? A man who's lost his dignity, his self-respect, his reputation, fighting for his immortality, fighting for his son? A man driven to desperation by pressures beyond his control? How can he be expected to respect the law when he's been its victim?
Our laws were made to protect, not victimize our citizens. Lawbreakers are frequently victims of their emotions that drive them to irrational behavior and crime. But the law itself is unemotional, impersonal, therefore, in terms of justice, infallible.
Infallible? May it please the court and Mr. Miller, I'd like to excuse this witness and challenge the infallibility of the law.
Mr. Miller? Your Honor, I accept Mr. Egan's challenge.
I call Miss Monica Lee to the stand.
Miss Monica Lee, please take the stand.
Miss Lee, have you ever seen my client, Jack Wisner, before?
Sure.
Under what circumstances?
He was a bartender in a joint on 8th Street. I picked up a guy there. He made the contact.
How did he make that contact?
Well, the guy asked him to introduce us, so he did.
At that time, Miss Lee, did Mr. Wisner know who or what you were?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't keep it a secret.
I understand, Miss Lee, that later on you were arrested by vice officers. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Was Mr. Wisner also arrested?
Mm-hmm.
And were you involved in his arrest?
Well, the cops asked me who made the contact, so I told them.
Did you and Mr. Wisner plan that contact in advance?
No.
Had Mr. Wisner ever made any contacts for you before that night?
No.
Had you ever met Mr. Wisner before that night?
No.
Did you tell the police you didn't know him, that you'd never met him, and that you and he were not actually working together?
No.
Why not?
They didn't ask me.
They didn't ask you. This man has been fined $500 and given a year's probation. Because of that probation, he was confined to this state, unable to visit his son who was moving to New York. Because of that and other pressures, both legal and emotional, he was driven to abduct the child and charged with felonious assault. Now, none of this would have happened, none of it, if you had told the police all the facts.
Tough.
You feel no remorse, no regret, no emotions whatsoever for this man?
I got my own problems.
Miss Lee, I'd like to know what motivates a woman like you. I can't believe you have no conscience, no moral values, no scruples. What is important in your life? Friends? Enemies? Money?
Money sounds pretty good.
Money? How in the name of heaven did you make money by incriminating Jack Wisner? Let me put it another way, Miss Lee. Did you gain in any way by incriminating Mr. Wisner?
I can answer that, Mr. Egan.
You're out of order, Mr. Collins.
Your Honor, I know this is irregular.
This is highly irregular.
In the interest of justice, I'd like to make a statement to the court.
This isn't one of your theatrical gimmicks, is it?
Believe me, Jerry, it isn't.
I'm sure I can clarify some of Miss Lee's testimony and some of the other aspects of the case.
Mr. Collins, Mr. Egan, Mr. Miller, and the defendant.
I'll meet with you in my chambers.
Your Honor, please. I'd like Miss Lee held in custody for further questioning. I'd also like to request a complete review of Mr. Wisner's conviction and probation.
By all means. This court will recess for 1 hour.
I paid Monica Lee $1,000 in cash to involve Jack Wisner.
You what?
Listen, I'm sorry, but see, that's why you were held on advice charge.
May I ask your reasons for conspiring against Mr. Wisner?
Well, I did it for Robbie.
You did it for Robbie?
You see, Wisner threatened to go to court to keep us from taking Robbie to New York. And, I didn't know Jack Wisner. All I knew was what Joanne told me about him, what I seen. And so, sometimes he was drunk, sometimes he was just angry, but he was always very abusive to Joanne and me. So I thought it was best to take Robbie to New York.
You had no right to do that, Collins. No right.
I know that. I'm sorry. But it almost worked.
Mr. Collins, you're going to be held on a conspiracy charge. You know that, don't you?
I intend to plead guilty to that.
Your Honor, with my client's approval, I'd like to request permission to change our plea to guilty.
What are you talking about?
Just be quiet. May I ask why?
Well, I assume, sir, that the recent conviction will be set aside. With no violation of probation, my client will be eligible for a lesser sentence.
You expecting clemency, Mr. Egan?
Well, I don't expect it, Your Honor, but I do suggest it. We've seen 3 intelligent, decent people driven to desperate measures by a broken marriage. Mrs. Collins violated a contract with the court. The reason? Her son, Robbie. Mr. Collins conspired against Mr. Wisner. Why? He did it for Robbie. And Mr. Wisner is presently on trial for a felonious assault charge. His reason? His son, Robbie. 3 misguided human beings, each motivated by what I consider an honest, sincere love for that boy. And that child, in turn, loves each one of them. But in each case, the boy's the real victim. Their punishment is really his punishment. Now, I can't ask the court to ignore their mistakes, Your Honor, but I can, and I do, plead for mercy. To coin a phrase, Your Honor, do it for Robbie.
In view of your confession and your change of plea, there may be some suspended sentences in order. However, I warn you, I'm referring this case to Department 8, the Domestic Relations Court, with a recommendation that this custody situation be reviewed and altered.
Your Honor, I could arrange to have the boy spend some of the summer months with his father.
Collins, I can't afford to pay that boy's way across the country, and you know it.
Well, I can.
I expect you to repeat that offer to Judge Paul. That'll be all, gentlemen.
Still groggy. I guess I'm not used to feeling optimistic.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy, Jeff.
Hello, Robbie. How are you?
I brought you something.
That's the most beautiful picture I've ever seen.
Come on, son, we have to leave.
Can Daddy go too?
Well, if you'd like to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stay around here for a little while, Robbie. Maybe I could just walk you to the door, okay?
You're quite an artist, Buster.
Can you tell who's who?
Oh, sure I can. The tall one is your dad, and the little one is you.
Yep, we're holding hands and everything.